What's up, everybody? Destin Legary here, and I want to talk to you really quick about the state of Destiny and what I've been going through as a player. Basically, I feel like I have had no reason to play, and I was driving home from work tonight, and I'm like, is that a me problem? Am I getting too old? Do I not want to play this game? Or is that a Destiny problem? And I came to the conclusion, like, nope, it's the game's fault, definitely. So here's some of the stuff that I've been feeling, and I just want to go on a rant about it. Let's start with the fact that there is no reason whatsoever to level up. That is like a core major problem. I was just watching the Vidoc before I went live. It says, let's go all in and give players what they want. Totally new ways of deepening the character RPG. So what was the result of that? Some loose armor customization, random rolls on weapons, and armor 2.0? How is that deepening the character RPG in any way? That really, really bothers me. Why the hell would I level up? Why would I spend this season hitting max light? There's absolutely no reason to do it. And I was thinking like, okay, maybe this is just a me problem. Maybe I'm fatigued with the franchise. I've been covering it for 8 hours, or I've been covering it for 4 years straight, right? But then I watched Datto's video at the beginning of the year. Datto is saying he's down to playing 8 hours a week. So yes, we have these major content drops. Right? We sign on, we put our however many hours in, and then we're done. That's it. So if somebody like Datto, his job is to play and make content about Destiny, and he's getting it done in 8 hours a week, that is a problem. Bungie's alarms should be going off. I have no reason to sign into this game anymore. What am I going to chase? A title? I'm going to go grind out the Sundial quest. I'm going to activate all the Sundials to get the weapons for the season that are going to go away. But why? I already have coveted roles in all those categories. The gains are so minute that it's just not worth my time to sign on and do any of that stuff. Why am I going to collect more stuff? And by the way, the vault system's still a total disaster. They haven't addressed it since the launch of the damn game, besides adding more slots. They added a collection system, then abandoned that whole solution. They never fixed that solution. It's just crazy to me. All right, so what else did I write down here? If you level up, it's all taken away next season. So the whole artifact thing is absolutely baffling also. They have this artifact system, right? You level it up, you get all the mods go away, you do it all next season. Who the fuck thinks that's a fun gameplay loop? That's insane to me. So I'm gonna put all this work into my character, or let's say you're one of the hardcore players and you're going for cap for this season, right? For hard cap. All of that work is just squandered immediately when the next season starts. The next season starts, I'm going to hit cap that night. I guarantee you, whenever the next season starts, Destin Legary will be soft cap day one, night one. Like, it's that easy to get. You get it through fucking blue drops. It's insanity to me. So, okay, so you've taken away my power progression. One of the core mechanics of playing Destiny, one of the core incentivizations to sign on every day and become that all-powerful guard. And when people go, oh, holy shit, you're 900 whatever? Wow, you really put in some time. You really, really, hit that cap. You really must have grinded out the raid to get all those drops that you needed. Nope, that's all gone. You get +2 drops and everything anyway. So even that's not that hard, and it doesn't mean a damn thing because it's not utilized in any of the activities. You already have most of the best weapons. One of the activities that you could probably do, you could probably be chasing some of the coveted things like if you didn't get Redrick Sight, if you didn't get the grenade launcher through PvP, all of that stuff, absolutely, that's fun, right? So maybe you're chasing that. That's something that you can do. I chase PvP stuff. I will say I do like what they did with PvP. I like that you can matchmake. I like that you can chase your seasonal rank rewards. That's really nice. But again, it's just a thing you could do when there's 900 other games out there that you could be playing. You could be playing Apex, you could be playing Fortnite, and at least there you're chasing a victory royale. James White, thank you for the 1,500 embers. Appreciate it. Gambit, oh God. So this is a media said, plus they let Gambit stagnate for 3 seasons now. Do you remember when they said, hey, we're going to pick a mode in Gambit, we're going to double down on it? So when are we going to see that? Like in 3 seasons? The iteration loop on feedback from the community is slow. It is so slow. And granted, we're coming off of this big community event, right? This huge community event where tons of people collaborated. Sorry, blocking's driving me crazy. We're coming off this huge community event where a ton of people collaborated through what? One of the most convoluted and messy systems that they talked together. It took Lono probably 30 minutes to an hour to explain to me. And look, okay, say what you want about me. Say I'm a fucking idiot. You probably say it already anyway. But if it takes that long to explain to me, a dedicated player, about what they need or how to support them to solve an in-game puzzle, okay, so I got to go take a screenshot on this one specific path in this very niche thing, and then I need to invert that image and send it to some server or upload it somewhere or decode it on this website. It was like a 5-pronged approach to help them do one puzzle piece. And while it was great that I was able to contribute, it took a lot of effort to even be able to contribute. Why wouldn't they have just said, when you reveal your puzzle piece, why not put it on the board in the engine, in the fucking engine, to give you a hint? Why did somebody have to pay to get the bandwidth to be able to display the puzzle pieces? It's just like, okay. Look, and they talked about how this was like inspired by some of the old puzzles, right? Some of the Outbreak Mythoclast. Outbreak Mythoclast was a binary puzzle, binary hex and whatever other, code type that we had to figure out. That did not require sending 50,000 JPEGs through. And you know what was also cool about that fucking reward? We didn't know what it was. When we got that gun, we were like, holy crap, this is new. I didn't know this was coming. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. But if I am wrong on that one, let's talk about Vex Mythoclast. So, year 1, Destiny, you finish Vault of Glass, right? And people start getting this Vex Mythoclast gun. I remember the weekend where that gun went out in the wild, and it was destroying PvP. Everyone was like, what is that? Where did that gun come from? Oh, they get it in the raid. And through word of mouth alone and on the Reddit, we got excited about that weapon. So to hear them publicly say, oh, we had to put Bastion on the roadmap so people felt like they were getting something of value for the season. No, you didn't. You could have obscured the quest, or the puzzle is what you could have obscured. And it's just like, oh, well, if we take it off the map, then we don't have anything to show. You can still reveal that there's going to be a Corridors of Time quest line. Right? Okay, so what else did I have on my list? The season weapon highlight also makes acquiring coveted weapons useless because once you get them, they're made obsolete next season. Yes, okay, so the point that I'm trying to make there. So every season right now, like right now it's linear fusion rifles and sidearms. Cool, so I'm going to get my coveted rolls and they're going to work for like 3 months. Then Bungie's going to throw them in the fucking garbage because they're going to make like scouts and grenade launchers the rule that you need to have to be in the sandbox. Okay, great. So I'm never going to catch up. I'm never going to have like pinnacle gear because you change what pinnacle gear is every damn season. That's a huge problem. There's no raid to conquer. Granted, we shouldn't get a raid every encounter, but there should be an activity that challenges us, and that does not exist this season. There is no challenging activity. I can do most of the activities 10 under cap. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What else do we got here? Oh, why the fuck would I play Iron Banner? I got that armor set at launch. You have the launch Iron Banner set that's been back 2-3 times now, and that's what I'm going to go chase? No, I'm not. Come on. So I don't need the armor for the power, so who gives a shit about power, because that's going to go up next season, right? And I'm going to hit it with the blue drops that I get by playing through the campaign mission that'll probably be done within an hour. So yeah, who gives a shit about Iron Banner? So that sucks. That's one of my favorite activities that I have no incentivization to do because I've already grabbed that gear. Mystery is non-existent. They put everything in the roadmap, right? So, okay, this is with a caveat. I will say one of the strongest, best things that Bungie has done is the storytelling. The storytelling has been great. I love being introduced to Saint 14. It is segmented. It is segmented into this odd structure where the stuff in Shadowkeep, oh yeah, that happened. And now, we're in the new season. Eric Red says Iron Banner weapons in chat. Cool. I probably have something comparable. There is no god roll in Iron Banner that I'm like, oh my god, I need to have that gun. Who cares? Yeah, mystery is non-existent. So like the Saint 14 stuff has been great. Data miners don't help with this because oftentimes I'm really glad they were wrong about the Corridors of Time quest. But let's be honest, if the reward was Dark Drinker or Galahorn, which fits better with the lore, that would have been a much, much improved reward experience than the damn thing we already knew we were getting that Tuesday. So here's why it bugged me the most. I thought it would be something unique. The lore beat was great within the Corridors of Time. The fact that we go to our grave, that was awesome. The fact that we got a weapon on the roadmap that was supposed to launch on the Tuesday, not so awesome. We knew what it was. It should have been like a reprise or something from the original game or a new exotic that was not revealed on the roadmap. And it's just like, they're like, oh, well, then we can't put anything of value. Put something of value on your fucking roadmap. Just don't tell us about every damn thing that you're doing, right? Like, if putting a weapon as a reward takes so much manpower that you have to put it on the roadmap, I don't know, man. That's weird to me. Yeah, data, we already talked about being down to playing 8 hours a week. Yeah, 53,000 active players on Steam. That's significantly down from the 230,000 you had in October. You were like the #1 game because you're a free-to-play game, which is great, by the way. It helps fill up PvP matches. It helps fill up Gambit if you're still playing Gambit, and gives you something to do. What really bothers me is we were promised that we would get totally new ways of deepening the character RPG. And what we've gotten really is banal. It's just, here's what Dado said. There's so much to do and none of it matters. And he put it so succinctly and so good in the beginning of his video that is the problem that I've been having with Destiny, and that's why it's in a dangerous place. I don't feel like I need to play. Dado's playing such a reduced amount. We're all going to just sign on and go through the story stuff. And Jesus, like if it's like this next season, we've been seeing consistent decline in player numbers on PC since October. You can bring up Steam charts right now. I'm just going to go over some of the scope here right now. So yeah, November. I mean, you can just look at it. You're basically at the bottom of the peak right now, and it's continuing to decline. So November 4th, 134,000 players. December 3rd, 109,000 players. January 7th, 90,000. Today, we're down to 70,000. These are peak numbers. So today we had peaks of 70,000. Thank you, Spawn. That is ridiculously low. We have 2 more months of Season of Dawn to go before anything new or interesting is going to happen. We have the Imperium Foundation in 2 weeks. They teased. That's nuts to me. So positive. I really do like the storytelling. I think they've been really good about that. I do think the activities are really good, albeit repetitive. They basically have one coveted thing that you're going to chase every season, but grinding it out in the first season of Undying, it just broke me. I'm like, this is what we're going to do. You're going to tie everything into one mode and just drive it into the ground until I want it to go away. Like, I never want to run the Undying thing again, and I never want to run this other mode again. So there's also not a good reason to run it. For what, my powerful drops, which you've taken away any incentivization towards getting? Okay, great. I could get my powerful drops in the legendary, sundial. Who cares? Who cares? Anyway, so I guess I'll open it up to you guys. If there's anything else you want to hear me complain about or counterpoints you want to bring up, this is a good point to bring it up. Look, I love this community. I understand why I've played this game for 4 years, but their new model, this seasonal model, has broke me. I've never been so de-incentivized to play this game before. I don't want to talk about it sometimes because I feel like I'm just going to be pessimistic and negative. And that makes me feel bad. I don't just want to like shit on Destiny all the time. I want to be excited and hopeful. CJ put it a really good way. And he talks about the roller coaster that is Destiny, right? When we were hanging out. I go through this pretty regularly with Destiny. It's a roller coaster, and we're at like the down point of the roller coaster right now. And for me, the down point of the roller coaster is I will sign on and play Destiny maybe an hour a week. I Vault of Glass days, I would sign on every day chasing that piece of gear, chasing those weapon drops that you could only get from the raid. Yeah, they were stingy, but it gave you something to do. And everybody was chasing a thing. Be that like the hand cannon, or maybe you were chasing Vex Myth class, maybe you hadn't gotten Galahorn yet. That was exciting. And there was definitely that badge of honor for having a full raid set. Now, if you have a full raid set, it literally doesn't mean anything. Who cares if you have the full raid set? It doesn't matter. Anyway, why aren't seasonal mods used anywhere? Good point. So why would it? Seasonal mods have some really powerful things, according to Teddy, who actually took the time to get them. But yeah, there's no pinnacle weapons that I'm chasing. The exotics were ridiculously easy to get, like the sidearm. It was basically like, pick up the quest to get the sidearm. Here you go. Here's the sidearm. It was so fast. And we're going to get another season of this. Here's what next season's going to be. If I had to guess, we're going to sign on. There'll be a new story thing. Of course, it won't be tied to any of the story beats that we actually want to see solved. It'll just be this totally random thing that will have no impact on the overall lore that we've been waiting to be solved forever, because they're saving that for their big content drop, right? And there's going to be one activity, like the Sundial, like the Undying, whatever, and that's what we're going to run for 900% of the season. That is my prediction for the next season. And yeah. So anyway, I mean, that's just basically my rant. I had all this bottled up, and it just really hit me on the drive home today about why I've been struggling with Destiny. So yeah. All right. Bye, everybody. I'm just kidding, but that makes for a good VOD later. Yeah, so any points or counterpoints that you guys want to talk about? Trials next season, I guess. Well, Trials never should have been taken away. Neither should have faction rallies. Why would you remove content from your stagnant game? Let's take out avenues and activities for players to do? What? Just leave the switch toggled on the servers, or however you do it. PvP sandbox update? I don't know. Is that going to move the needle? I've been playing PvP. PvP, it's snipers right now. Hand cannons are still pretty coveted. I'm not really aware of where it's at right now. I think scouts are okay. But if you're playing in comp, you're rolling a sniper, maybe you're rolling a shotgun, and you're throwing on a bunch of stuff. Teddy says the idea of removing content each season and now mid-season is insane, and it is 100% taking advantage of FOMO. Yeah. Yep. So the whole thing, Teddy, I could build up a killing machine that can wipe out all the monsters in Destiny, and as soon as next season starts, he's useless. So I did all that work for nothing. It means absolutely nothing. I'm going to level up the armor set that I have that I like with a bunch of blue drops. It's just fucking stupid. And why do I need an upgrade module to upgrade anything? That's also ridiculous. This game is only running bounties and finding the optimal way to do useless tasks. That is from This Is a Media. How about we actually incentivize raid loot, add matchmaking for normal, add hard mode with better versions of loot. The raid problem's insane to me. You have these fantastic raid experiences that you just abandon as soon as the next season comes out. Okay. The game is in such a bad state, even for me, that I'm stacking bounties for next season. Yeah, so the hardcore players like Teddy, you know Teddy's still signing on every day. He just doesn't have shit to do. What is he chasing? He has every title. We've had so much downtime now because of the way the seasons are crafted that there's just nothing to do. There's nothing to chase. It's boring. It's boring. This is why Xbox Live and PSN still requires, if it's free to play, that would boost player accounts. I'm not sure, Mukjin. There is... Sorry, JRAM. I missed your previous point, I think. I haven't done a raid since Crota. That's probably better for you. I have done all the raids. If you're just tuning in, I just ranted a whole bunch about Destiny. Just had some stuff to get off my chest. Well, I've been killing time playing Anthem lately, Ernesto. Big Anthem fan base over on youtube.com/Destin channel. Surprisingly, Anthem has some interesting stuff going on with the shard system where it rewards you, check this out, for running their strike activities with a currency that gets you coveted loot. Oh my God. Did Anthem figure something out that is good? Maybe. I mean, Anthem still has its problems, but the fact that they're doing that. Sanctified, you're going to have to rewind or go do a highlight of it because I just ranted for like 40 minutes straight about